Okay, so I shortened and shaped the wires a little better here now because, well, I've done my testing on it and it works fine. So like I say, this unit here, you just have to put the four motor leads from the stepper motor, whichever configuration that you decide on, or in most cases a stepper motor only has 4 leads anyway. So with this design, you only have to put the 4 leads in here and put a power supply to it. Now I understand most people don't have nearly the power supplies I have. You know, I understand that. So you can buy one of these power adapters off of Amazon, and they're good, was it say, 3 to 24 volts adjustable power supply up to 3 amps maximum. Well, the stepper motor wasn't even putting out an amp, so that can handle it no problem at all with, you know, a little bit of amps to spare or whatever. So yeah, so it's an adjustable power supply, which is fine. But do me a favor. I hooked it up, it didn't work. I had to pull out my meter and check, and sure enough, I don't know if this is going to show up on the yeah, okay, show up on the camera. There you go. It says positive and negative. It was actually reversed. It was negative positive. I hooked it all up. Wasn't working. So I turned it off. And I was looking at it, saying everything's the same. What's the problem? So I decided to pull out my meter, check the voltage, and sure enough, it's actually reversed. So just change the leads and away it goes. So with this design, you can access your dip switches quite easily. You can access all your terminals, which you need to. Now, you know, I build stuff out of really foolish things. This thing here, I'm not sure what it is. It's for papers, maybe, for filing or something. But when I seen it, I liked it because, you know, it's a dark color. And that's all this is. That's all it is. I had cut one of these blocks off. Cut it off right here. And then again, I cut it with my soldering iron with the end tip that you can cut plastic with. And I just put a couple screws. Well, actually I put a screw here, and then when I was drilling the hole, it snapped. So I would suggest probably making it a little bit bigger. I made it right to size, and it wasn't the best. Having this an extra even inch would not hurt anything. But like I say, this is all it is. It's so easy. You know, if you see one of these I don't know, letter holders or paper holders or something, you see most times they're clear plastic. But if you see one of those and you're thinking about building something like this, there you go. I think it cost me $3. Right? So it's not really a big deal. And I think this was like $12. That's shipping from Amazon. You know, how do you compete with that? I don't know how you would ever compete with that. So, as with the other video, it works fine. You want to change the direction, just change the direction. No big deal. I would rather turn it off, change direction, than turn it on myself, but instead of just jamming it like that. But as with my other video, I've already explained with the diagram how this is all hooked up, so there's no sense of going into that. Like I say, I just wanted to clean up the wiring, and now I have a small power supply. I don't need a big power supply. I don't need an extra 5 volts. I just need a small plug-in power supply, adjustable power supply, and my stepper driver board here, and that's it. Mount a stepper motor on, which I'm going to mount on a coil winder, and that's it. You have a stepper motor that you can control the speed. You don't need an Arduino. You don't need a program. You don't need anything like that, because all you're doing is controlling the speed of a stepper motor. So if that's all you need to do, this simple setup is great. Because like I say, all you need is this and the power supply, and you're good to go. Happy Boxing Day. Cheers.